We also have our guest joining us, Dr. Santanu Hussain. We have PKD Nambiar and Anirban Banerjee joining us on the broadcast this afternoon. Thank you so much, gentlemen, for joining us here on NDTV. Let me first take my first question to PKD Nambiar. PKD Nambiar, if there are allegations that are being thrown out with saying that Ganguly has been sidelined because he didn't join the BJP party. Is there a political vendetta behind this?
Divya, if that is the question, then the question should also be asked: is the Roger Binny is a BJP man? Is he a party member or a party leader? No. The idea is that in politics, the politics should keep the politicians ideally should keep themselves away, or rather, the politicians should not be looking at the sports with the blind eye of the typical politics. Let the sports be taken care by a different method altogether. BCCI has been one of the most successful sports body, not only just in India, across the world. It's a role model for it. I think Sourav Ganguly, if at all, if there is something wrong being done to Sourav Ganguly, I think he has completed his term, and if he wanted to have a second term, he should speak out. And I don't think Trinamool Congress, or for that matter, any other political party, needs to represent him. He is a very articulative Indian sportsman, and secondly, that he's one of the most successful sportsmen. I've got a fan base all across. I am a great fan of him. I think politicizing and Trinamool trying to just try to fish something out of it is really unwanted. Let the Indian cricket team, and Indian cricket is doing extremely good. There was some kind of a bad image it had some time back, and I think Sourav Ganguly under his leadership has done extremely good. And Roger Binny is another veteran cricketer who was a part of the 1983 the first World Cup winning team. And I think discrediting somebody who is potentially maybe an equally a good candidate while creating some kind of a political controversy is unwarranted. Let the sports be sports. Let's take the sports these things in a sportsman spirit, and I'm sure that Sourav Ganguly will not be keen to have this as a controversy. And right. Roger Binny is, as far as I know, that he is not a BJP man.
Right. We also have Dr. Sam. So, PKD Nambiar, if you can reply to that, valid questions being raised there, especially concerning Amit Shah's son, Jai Shah. If he can stay on as a secretary and have a second innings, why can't Mr. Ganguly?
First and foremost, to the Honorable MP, the question is that is Sourav Ganguly appointed Trinamool Congress as a political party to reply if he was ill-treated, he wanted to become the second time, he wanted to contest or not? So it's as if it is more of like a hypothetical question, whether is it something like Sourav Ganguly, he himself wanted to be the second term or not? He may not be even wanted to be in that. Secondly, that the Vice President, the Rajiv Shukla, he is for congressman. In the BCCI, almost every political party, including the NCP, the Congress, Rajiv Shukla has been there in the BCCI team for maybe at least 20-25 years. 8 to 10 years, I was a part of the cricket activities in India as a business. And I have seen that every political party had their own people, whether it is from BJP, NCP. How can you even think of that? Sharad Pawar was one of the longest serving BCCI president for several years. I think Trinamool Congress politicizing and speaking on behalf of, as if portraying that there is an injustice has been done to Sourav Ganguly. I think Sourav Ganguly is one of the finest cricketer who can articulate, who can speak for himself. I don't think they require Trinamool Congress. He is trying to grab the attention of, that what's happening in Bengal. There are riots happening all across. The corruption is at its peak. So they are just looking for an opportunity to divert the attention. And I think I can only request the Honorable MP and the Trinamool Congress leave Sourav Ganguly alone. He is the Prince of Calcutta. He is India's pride. And he has done extremely good for the cricket, and both as a sportsman and as well as a cricket administrator. Roger Binny is equally a great cricketer, and he will also be able to do a good job. As far as the Jai Shah is concerned, I think they have some special love for Jai Shah. I think he's just completed one term, and he has been asked to continue for another term on his own will if he is doing it. And he has also done extremely good. So I think nobody should be speaking. All these people are individually successful personalities, and nobody requires to speak on their behalf. They themselves can represent them. And I think let's not try to create an issue from nowhere unless and until Sourav Ganguly comes out and say that he has been treated bad and he wanted to be into the BCCI. And many people in the cricket wanted to continue forever, but that may not be the right way. I think this time around, and BCCI President is the topmost position. So
well, let me just take this. He is unopposed and he is most likely to become the BCCI President. What kind of role do you think he'll be taking on? How will his role shape up? PKD Nambiar.
Well, see, I can only say that the word removal, I think it has been used multiple times in this discussion so far. That is absolutely wrong, and just with an intent to create some kind of issue from nowhere. His term ends at the September 30th as a BCCI president. After that, either he can become again, or otherwise it's over. The term is over. So how can it call somebody when somebody's term as a president is over be as a removal? I think that is really an unwarranted statement, and my friend should be taking that word back. This is not a removal. He may not have been elected again. That can be one question. Why it is not been elected? That can be again an answer which can be given by Sourav Ganguly. Nobody else. I don't think that Sourav Ganguly, as far as I know, that have not appointed anybody to speak on his behalf that he was removed or he was ill-treated. He's going to be getting another promotion, or he may have taken up another role, which we don't know. I think let Sourav Ganguly respond, then we should discuss on it. And creating this, suddenly there is a Bengali pride coming in. During the last 5 years, when there is all these rumors were going on, all the TMC people were attacking Sourav Ganguly because there was a rumor that he might be joining the BJP. Today, suddenly the Sourav Ganguly is becoming a Bengali pride, and they all wanted
we'll have to leave it at that, gentlemen. We're totally out of time. Thank you so much for joining us here on NDTV this afternoon. Well,